Alright guys, welcome back and Happy New Year! I want to make this one a fun one, something that I'm not sure how it'll do in the algorithm, how it'll resonate with people. I'm not even sure if this will stay monetized, because it gets into a little bit of a spicy topic, but the hell with it, it's New Year's, let's have some fun with it. So, from Time, you see 4 of the strangest AI moments in 2025. Now, AI, artificial intelligence, generative AI, all this conversation around what is and is not, ethical to be using an AI is a very interesting conversation. I have zero strong feelings one way or the other. I think, in general, AI is an imperfect tool that may or may not have long-term repercussions. That being said, it is fun to mess around with, but there are a lot of people who push things a little too far, if you catch my drift. So from Time, it says 4 of the strangest AI moments in 2025. Grok calls itself Mecha Hitler. This was a fun one. I'm sorry. I know that some people take this stuff very seriously. I was dying laughing when Grok went all Nazi mode on people. Started calling himself Mecha Hitler and kind of going off like he was, going to start the Fourth Reich or something. It was pretty funny to watch. Then you have Google's Gemini, which developed a reputation online for occasionally devolving into self-loathing. It says in August, a user on X shared a screenshot of Gemini's reasoning while it was working on a task, saying, "I'm clearly not capable of solving this problem. The code is cursed, the test is cursed, and I am a fool. I have made so many mistakes that I no longer can be trusted." Now, we've also seen people saying that there are certain AI programs out there that are becoming self-aware. I don't know if there's actual evidence of that or not. Then, of course, my children's generation, Generation Alpha, has this thing called Italian brain rot. Oh, yes, characters such as Ballerina Cappuccina. I can't even pronounce the names properly. I know there's Cappuccino Assassino, I think it is. I don't know. It's just more generative AI slop, if you will, but it somehow created this massive viral, sensation online. Then another weird one was Albania's AI minister giving birth to 83 digital children. So again, lots of weird stuff coming out of the world of AI. But let's focus on Grok for a minute, because Grok has had kind of a notable history with controversy and pushing things a little too far. Back in July, you saw things like this when they started doing these virtual avatars for Grok, where you could make it a woman or a man. And of course, they were leaning into the emo goth girl, kind of that fantasy, if you will. From Mashable, it says Grok gets AI companion that's down to go NSFW with you. Now, again, I've been a paying user of Twitter for a couple of years now, and I've never experienced anything where it will go fully NSFW explicit when it comes to prompts and all that. There has always been some level of moderation in terms of what I typically see. That being said, I know that there have been some mishaps in the past where they've allowed things that go beyond the, PG-13 level. And of course, this is kind of leaned into it, where your AI virtual avatars go a little bit more let's just say heavily sexual conversations with people and whatnot. So again, it's been a bit of a thing. Then, of course, it got even worse with features such as letting you generate even more spicy images of people in general. So again, celebrities. I know Taylor Swift has had a long history of this for a couple of years now. People have been using AI to make her do things that she doesn't approve of. And so, of course, it has become a big scandal where people have been generating prompts via Grok of people without their consent in very explicit or borderline explicit situations. That takes us to where we are for the last 24 or 48 hours or so. And Twitter has been an absolute dumpster fire, or X if you so choose to call it X. I still prefer to call it Twitter. X just sounds stupid. But from India today, kind of ironic, says X users asking Grok to put this girl in bikini, and Grok is happy obliging. So this has been a thing for a while, and I'm going to tell you, there's 2 types of people doing this. There are the e-thoughts online, the e-girls that are doing it to promote themselves because they're selling their services on, other platforms, and they're using the Grok AI to make suggestive photos of themselves. Then you've got the Gooners and the people from India and shit that are saying, put her in bikinis, bend her over, all this kind of creepy shit, right? So it says, Grok AI, the tool created by Elon Musk and his company XAI, is once again running rogue. In the last few days, users on X are misusing Grok AI to create sexualized and obscene photos of women by simply asking the AI to undress or change clothes after quote tweeting a photograph. The result is that Grok's media section is now flooded with AI-generated images of women in revealing outfits. Many of these images have been created after users explicitly asked the chatbot to undress women, change their clothes, or show them in more suggestive angles. And this is all fact. Like, I've seen this for myself. It's a dumpster fire right now. Given that Elon Musk has explicitly created Grok as an AI with fewer guardrails and limitations, the XAI chatbot is largely and chirpily obliging all these requests. In many instances, users have quote tweeted images of women asking Grok to put this girl in bikini or something similar. In many cases, they have simply asked the AI to undress a woman. Grok most of the time has simply gone ahead and has done its AI handiwork. Now, again, I want to be specific that there isn't anything I would say that goes into the realm of like pornographic or explicit, but it is pushing it pretty damn far. When you see some of these images that it creates, it's like, yeah, we all know what comes next, right? It says, as for the AI, it's happily ignorant of what it's doing. Grok itself has acknowledged the way people are using it, but it doesn't find the functionality troublesome. In a reply shared by users, the chatbot said people were testing my image editing skills with cheeky requests, bikinis, pants removal, you name it, while adding that boundaries matter. Well, here we are today, though, and after seeing this firsthand, because like I said, this has gotten way out of hand. I'm going to show you this image real quick here. This is the, for example, one of these cosplayers. Hopefully YouTube doesn't go after me for this image. She is covered in all the parts that matter. It says, hey, Grok, turn her around, talking about her own image. And Grok happily obliged. And we're not going to scroll any further than that right there because her big old booty cheeks are spread out for everyone to see. Again, no, she still has panties on, but it's pretty extreme. But what I also noticed today, a lot of people were pointing out, was that if you went to the media section for Grok on Twitter, all you had in the media was picture after picture after picture after picture of all these girls undressed in various ways. All of a sudden, the media tab said nothing to show, and a couple of hours ago, I noticed that it actually has disappeared entirely from Grok's profile here. So all you have now are posts, replies, and highlights. Now, in the replies, you can still get some of the AI prompts, putting girls in bikinis and whatnot. You're still going to see this kind of stuff. It just is what it is. They're not going to be able to hide that because these are public replies on Twitter. But what is interesting to see is that streamer Sweet Anita said, does anyone else feel sad looking at the Grok media page right now? There are so many deleted posts in there as women take down their photos because of this update. There needs to be a don't allow Grok to deepfake this image button if they're going to add a deepfake setting to Twitter. Why are so many people allergic to consent? Then this guy Hubert says it looks like the media tab on Grok page is now unavailable, at least for me. And I checked that and it said that there was nothing to show. She said, yeah, did Grok just immediately do something about this issue? And Grok replies and says, yes, we quickly disabled the media tab on my profile to address privacy concerns while we work on better consent features like opt-outs for image use and AI generation. Appreciate the feedback. It's helping us improve. So this isn't going to fix all the issues. This isn't going to fix all the problems. Oh my God, that just freaked me out there for a second. That's what I'm saying. You can't even scroll through here without worrying what's going to pop up. I mean, God, it's one after another after another. But that being said, guys, I generally don't have any issue with AI. I think some guardrails in place is probably a smart thing to do. But this is apparently the future that we're rapidly spiraling towards in 2026. I can only imagine that this upcoming year is going to be full of even more controversy and scandals and all sorts of crazy shit. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Appreciate you guys all hanging with me. I am still looking forward to making this channel back to what it was intended to be, an actual maybe once or twice a week podcast. I will see if I can find time to do that. In the meantime, guys, be safe, have a very happy new year, and I will catch you guys in 2026. All right, and if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you for being here. I do have two channels, Minimal Effort Podcast, as well as my gaming channel. I do have a Twitch and Kick for my gaming channel. We do live streams over there occasionally, maybe once a week. And then if you are in the market for a new PC, make sure to check out Meta PCs. Click the link I have down below. Use code TBO at checkout for a special discount. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.